Welcome back. Now, it's easier than you might think to take a journey through 2,000 years of history. How, you might ask? Well, in Bishop Auckland, there is an epic outdoor show they call KYNREN. It's known globally for its 7.5-acre stage and 1,000 volunteers who make up the cast and crew. Our North East of England reporter Rachel Sweeney has been on site this afternoon and sent this report from a Viking village. Well,
welcome to 11 Arches, the home of the spectacular show KYNREN. What a 6-week run they've had. Tonight is the finale night. 5,000 people have been through the doors every weekend right here in Bishop Auckland from all over the world. Well, ahead of the finale show, we are in the Viking village and it really is a treat for the senses. You can smell the herb garden, you can smell the logs burning, and there's this amazing clinking of both sword fighters and people making horseshoes behind me. Well, joining me now to talk about KYNREN and the spectacular production that it is ANNE-ISABELLE, who is the executive producer and co-founder. ANNE-ISABELLE, are you ready to say goodbye to KYNREN?
We are never ready to close the season, but we're looking forward to next year with lots of surprises for our audiences.
How would you describe KYNREN, if it's at all possible? What is it?
KYNREN is on stage live what you would see in a movie. So we follow the quest of young Arthur, who's discovering his identity throughout the ages, from the Romans to today. So it's an immersion through history, but it's fun, it's emotional, it's sad at times, it's happy at times. So it's an emotional roller coaster for everyone.
Animals, stunts.
A lot of these, of course. So we have combat scenes, we have a lot of mass choreography, including obviously children and cast of all ages. We have a lot of animals and we have scenes of everyday life. So we actually picture all centuries.
And it's so important, isn't it, to bring education into entertainment like this. I've seen how engrossed the children have been just watching the actors.
We're just trying to raise curiosity. It's stealth education. So then people take whatever they want and can from their experience. And they may go home and say, oh, and I've seen that and what about that? So this is what we like about it.
It feels like you're in a completely different world, in a completely different time. How do you go about achieving something like that?
Just teamwork. A lot of input from everyone, whether it's the content, operations, but we all muck in and we create magic together.
And are you going to tell us what's next after KYNREN? This can't be the end.
No. We'll be back next year, obviously. But next year we have a very special 4-day weekend for the Platinum Jubilee. So we've got a very nice festival ahead of us.
ANNE-ISABELLE, thank you so much. Neil, I wish you could be here. You would love it. The smells, the sounds, it is fantastic celebration of history. We'll be back with their next show, absolutely. Tonight is the finale night and we say goodbye to KYNREN and thank you from Bishop Auckland.
and the organiser of KYNREN, who you saw there, ANNE-ISABELLE DAULON, joins me now. Hello. Great to see it all still going on in the background. I have to say, just having watched that package and seen the footage, I cannot believe that I have to admit that I had never heard of KYNREN. Where has it been all of my life? How did KYNREN start?
It started 9 years ago, really around Auckland Castle, that has been purchased by Mr. Ruffer for the benefit of the people of the Northeast. And we've decided that from that starting point, we will build a visitor destination around that castle for audiences of all ages. So the castle has a lot of historical integrity to it. And on this site, we bring to life history.
Just the scale of it, I could tell just by looking at some of the, those live action sequences. How long does it take to plan it and to put it together every year?
Well, it takes the whole year to plan it, but the rehearsals are more and more efficient because our cast, and this is very unusual, our cast of volunteers has been with us nearly from the start. Every year we've got about 90% of them returning. So that creates a lot of incredible foundation to actually raise the standards of the show and to bring novelties year after year so that we match talent and audacity.
What kind of events, unfold, across the festival? What can people expect to see? We were with you in your Viking village, but what else is there at KYNREN?
As 11 Archers, we are show producers. So for us, it's all about live action shows. So that's what we're passionate about. And this is what we will bring to people. So this year we've had indeed an immersive Viking village. We had an immersive walkthrough in a maze where we cover characters from the past around a little literary mystery. But we will have more and more over the years, especially after the success of our star show this year, Pina and the Golden Cape.
Is it something that does it exist because of that location in the wonderful northeast, or is it the kind of idea? You know, could you take the KYNREN concept to other parts of the country and give other communities the kind of focus and something to look forward to in the same way?
The idea indeed could be multiplied around the country. But I think what makes KYNREN so special is that on our side there is a lot of history, because we are the crossroads of a Roman road, of medieval palaces, hunting grounds and racing courses and coal mines. So there was so much history we could harvest that it was actually the perfect place for a show like this. But of course every community could bring to life their story and their history, and I don't see why not.
ANNE-ISABELLE, it's absolutely brilliant. I'm so delighted to have seen that. It's where I belong, and I will hope to be with you next year when it all kicks off again. So thanks so much. Thank you so much for giving us that taster of it tonight. Thank you very much.